Back to the channel and welcome to the Ultimate Racing League. This week it's just a little bit different. We're having a chat with all of the commentators throughout the Ultimate Racing League. Just talking about a few various things, and then a little bit later on, excuse me, we're going to open up a lobby and invite people in. If you've got any questions or any points you want to raise, by all means dive in, come and join us in the lobby, show off your favourite livery, how good you are at donuts, etc. But first, we've just got a few points we want to go through. Now, as I said, it is the commentators chat, so I'm joined by, I'm joined with Paul, who covers League.
We'll be covering League 2.
Paul, who covers League 2. We've also got John. John, you're covering which league?
I'm covering League 3, and I can see your comms on my YouTube channel.
Oh, okay, fantastic. So John covers League 3, and we've got Ryan, otherwise known as Thingamajig, and you're covering which league?
League
Ryan?
1.
League 1.
League 1, I am. Yeah.
So
awesome
fantastic.
stuff.
So there is only 4 of us in. Unfortunately, one of them, Firepower, couldn't make it tonight. He's off doing something far more important than talking to us. Bless him. So there is just the 4 of us. First of all, we just want to kick off and have just a quick go over of what's happening in URL. So if you're not part of the URL at the minute, hopefully we're going to convince you to join and give you a good reason. So we've just been going through this on Tuesdays. Paul, you know more about this than I do. So Tuesdays, what is it on Tuesdays in GT7?
So on Tuesday, Mark, you got the GR2 in Duros.
GR2, so that's his GT7.
GT7, sorry, yeah. Wednesdays, you've got, I think that was 2 leagues as well. I think it was a League 1 and League 2 on that. And then on a Wednesday, you've got the multi-class, which is a GR1 and a GR3. I think there's 2 leagues in that as well, League 1 and League 2.
We've got Saturday. John, that's yours, isn't it? Saturday, you're doing a multi-class on...
Yeah, it's GR4 and GR3.
That's on our Saturday. Then we've got the big one on Sundays, which everybody looks forward to. New league starting next week. We've got 5 leagues ready to kick off next Sunday, which we're all really looking forward to.
And that's a mix, isn't it, Mark? So I think you've got some leagues that do GR3, some leagues that do GR4s, depending on what league you're...
Yes.
It's League of Champions 1, 2 and 2. League of Champions, League 1 and League 2 are GR3. League 3 and League 4 are GR4s.
GR4s, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Brilliant. And then on Friday, we've just been talking about, we think we've got ACC running as well. So
yeah, I think it's Friday, maybe even a Saturday. But yeah, ACC is, I've been on it a little while. For me, it's a great game. But it's a lot different to GT7 now. It's okay. It's a lot more realistic than GT7. Graphically, it's nowhere near it. But in terms of gameplay, people are going to like it because it's very much realistic in the sense that there's lots of setups and stuff like that going on, which is fine if you know what you're doing and all that sort of thing. But for me, it's a little bit too much for my tiny little brain. So I'll stick to GT7 because it's get in and go, really.
I'm the same as you, mate. I can't do all this tuning and brake balancing and all that nonsense.
Well, it wouldn't matter if you knew what that did, but I don't actually know what any of it do. So that doesn't help.
But we're not trying to put people off. If you are into your ACC, then you can join the URL, and there are races available for you guys to get involved in. And just incidentally, if you're not involved and you want to get involved, if you go to the website URL ultimateracingleague.com. There is a form in there. If you fill that in, you can tell us what races you want to take part in, what days you're available, etc. And Dirk will get you on track as soon as it is possible. Now, moving on, we talked about Sundays very quickly. One of the main things for us as commentators is we need people within the who are racing. We need people to save and share the replays. Now, without you guys doing that, obviously we can't do the replays for you. We can't commentate on the races. So for all the guys out there that are listening, that do take part and do the races, the more of you that save and share the replays, the better, because if you just have one guy doing it and he don't make it one week, or he has internet issues, then the whole thing's kind of ruined. So as a massive favour to us, if at least 2 of you can save and share the replays, we would appreciate that. We as commentators will do our absolute best to make the races as interesting and entertaining for you as we can, but as I say, we can't do it unless the races are saved. So anything you guys want to add to that?
Well, I think just for obviously someone's got to be nominated, or 2 people have got to be nominated to start like an actual like a substitute as well as the main person. But in terms of nomination, I mean, whether that's just someone who just sticks their hands up and said, yeah, look, I'll do it. Obviously, you've got to be fairly committed to doing it for the 10 rounds, which is what the championship involves, or the 10 weeks. But or rather than just out of a hat, or people we just pick someone. It's as simple as that. If no one sort of puts their hands up, we just say, look, whoever, can you just do it for us for this one season? It's not for the whole lot. It's just for that particular season, and it'll be someone else's responsibility the following season and so on.
I've done it again. I've got this thing going. I've not even started the race. Yeah, you're right, and we do. It's like I say, we just need somebody to save the race for us. At least 2 people.
Well, I know I'm definitely going to be with, because I am hosting.
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt, John. Callum's just made a good point. He just says make sure that if you are saving the replay that you have got enough space on your hard drive to do so. And that's a good point. There's no point saving it if you get to the end and it says can't save it. You've got no storage. So yeah, thanks for that, Callum. That's a fantastic point.
You only have to keep them on there for a couple of days anyway. I mean, as a common, all those comms, we're usually out by Wednesday, aren't we? Thursday.
Yeah.
Well, it's usually 2 to 3 days before we've covered it. As soon as we've covered it, you can delete it.
Yeah. You're right. I mean, once you've watched the replay, you know it's been done. Just get rid of it. Make room for the next one. So that's our little begging section done from us to you guys. What we want to do now is. As I say, it's just a chat from us. So each of us, we're just going to have a couple of minutes just telling you a little bit about us and how we got into it and stuff like that. So does anybody want to kick us off, or shall I just point the finger?
I point the finger.
John.
I'd rather someone else start, because then I know I can
go on then. I'll kick us off. So I've been in URL. I don't know. I think it's about 2 years now. Time flies by actually when you're having fun, as they say. So it's probably more like 6 months, but it's not. It's about 18 months, 2 years. I've been doing the comms for about 18 months, I think, and I just got into it by pure accident. We were doing a Wednesday mini league. There was no commentary at all, and I just asked Alex, look, can I have a go at that? Because I'd listened to Paul, I'd listened to Ian, and I'd listened to a couple of the other guys that were on at the time, and I thought it was fantastic what they were doing. So I thought I wouldn't mind having a go at that. Hi Andy Dent has just popped up to say hello. So I thought, yeah, I'll have a go at that, and I asked Alex if I could do the Wednesdays. He said yeah, and that's it then. About 2 or 3 weeks later, Chris. Hi Chris. 2 or 3 weeks later, the chap doing the Sunday races took ill, unfortunately for him, and then Alex said, will you step in and do it? And I did, and that's it. I've been here ever since, and I can't get rid of me. And I actually enjoy the comms more than I do the racing sometimes. Hi Kebab Bands and Greg. So yeah, I love the racing, but I also love the comms, and I just would like to say, and I've said it many times, as I'm sure Paul and Ryan and John will all say the same things. If we get anything wrong, such as names, and those that listen to me on a regular basis will know I cannot pronounce foreign corner names to save my life, but I'll have a go. But if I do get your name wrong, let me know. Just tell me. And if I'm doing something wrong, or something to annoy, again, just tell me. We can't improve unless we get told. So that's it from me. So next, whoever wants to jump in next.
Well, I'll go, because I think probably I'm going to be the one who's been here the longest in terms of with the group. I've started, well, it all started off, I believe, around about COVID time. I've done a small video on my channel actually about this already, but I was very much one of these guys who, I mean, I've played the GT game since the very first one. I was very much one of these guys that just started just doing like single stuff, none of this internet meeting people around the world type of thing. All of a sudden, there was an advert from the URL that came up, and I thought, you know what, I'll have a go at this. And I think that was around COVID time, I believe it was, something like that. And obviously got in contact with the admin guys. Back then it was Alex, who still is, but it was back then it was Alex mainly. Got hold of him and obviously got into the group. Really enjoyed it. Here I am, I'm still here. Still love it. But and the comms itself, that was just I don't actually know how I got into that, if I'm honest. I've always fancied doing comms. I can't actually remember. I think it was because we increased from having one league, because obviously when we were here we only had the one league when I first started. So I think the more leagues we got over the time, obviously we needed more commentators, and so I sort of put my hand up and said, look, yeah, I'll be a commentator if you like, and then kind of that's where it started for me. But yeah, it's a great group, I've loved it, and I love doing the comms. It's really good, really enjoy it.
Yeah, fantastic. Ryan?
Yeah, well, I've been a sim addict for 25 years, is it? How long this game's been out? I remember GT1, the first one, Gran Turismo, on the PS1, so I've been playing for that long, badly, but I've been playing for that long, sim racing. Mainly F1 and Gran Turismo, but I've given up on the F1s because they turned into Call of Duty, where they just release them every year, where an update would do. And I thought 40 quid for a livery change just ain't worth it. And so, yeah, I've been primarily playing Gran Turismo Sport and then on to Gran Turismo 7. I did have a little dabble at ACC, like you were talking earlier, but it's too technical. I'm a jump in and play kind of person. I don't want to be faffing. Yeah. So, and time is, when you get to my age, time is important. Yeah,
you don't sound that
have a lot
old.
of it to mess around with. Well, you know, I'm getting there. So, and the comms thing, oh man, I played in some league called LBC or something like that. Some bloke called Bids used to do the replays and do the LB. Yeah, that's the one. And he used to do the comms on the replays, and I always thought that was a real sweet touch for whoever was racing. And literally, that's all I think it's for, is the guys that race, because when you're in the race, you have no idea what else has gone on in front, behind. So it was really nice seeing the race you were involved in being laid out in that sort of way, so you saw what was going on elsewhere in the race. It was really interesting, and that's really, I thought I'd give that a go, and that's really where it sort of started from with the commentary thing. But you know, I really get a kick out of it. I don't know you guys, obviously you do it. It's quite an adrenaline rush when you
yeah, it can be. It really is, yeah.
I love it.
It's like a guessing game all the way through, trying to work out what they're doing, what their strategies might be, where the overtake's going to come from. It's as exciting as actually racing, I would say. So,
and I think some of it is like you said, the guessing game is why are they doing that?
Yeah.
Thanks for that, right, John?
Sometimes it's just crazy sim racing logic, but you know, you always think there's a plan there.
Yeah,
but yeah, and that's pretty much it, really, all wrapped up. I'll get a buzz out the comms, and I've been playing for ages, but unfortunately, I just can't get to that alien level.
No,
and it's not the time for practice, or it's just not having that touch. I believe in real physics. I break at the real places rather than on the apex.
I think there's quite a lot of us in that situation, Ryan. You're not the only one there. Thanks for that, mate. What, John? Are you? Have you thought of anything?
I think I do know what I'm going to say, and it's quite long-winded. But yeah, so
you've got 2 minutes.
I've been with URL about a year or so now, if not longer. I actually got told about it from Mr. FIL Rulebook, i.e. DJ, about it. And obviously ever since I've been with URL, I started off just racing, and then obviously we needed another commentator, so obviously I started commentating, and I really enjoyed doing it, because I find it's definitely, if you have, like, I find doing the commentating, if you suffer with depression and stuff like that, it takes your mind off of it. Also, I am going to be obviously doing the live stream for Tuesday League 2. and I also obviously run the Saturday League, which I quite enjoy doing, which is going quite well. And I personally think URL is the best community around. No other community comes close.
Yeah, well,
there you go. Well, I think the admin guys are listening to this, John. So you've got a thumbs up from them.
Yeah, I'll definitely echo that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I mean, that's a little bit from us. Unless the guys have got any more points they want to raise, what I intend to do now is I'm going to come out of this and we're going to open up a lobby. And if anybody wants to come in, we do have a chat open. It's an open chat. You're more than welcome to come in. It's titled comms, I think, is it, Paul? I did change it, didn't I?
Yeah, it was just comms with Mark. Yeah.
It's titled comms, so if anybody wants to comment, if not, if you want to just write us a question and it'll pop up on the live chat thing, then fantastic, do that. But does anybody else want to bring anything else up before I go into the lobby?
I definitely think I'm looking forward to doing League 3 this season, since to the Sunday League, because I've got people from League 2 in there and from being promoted from League 4, so I'm going to know half the field what's in there already. So from doing comms for League 4 last season, so I'm especially looking forward to doing that because I'm going to know the majority of the people who are racing.
Yeah, I mean, I like the fact when we do the comms that we get mixed up. So you don't get the same guy doing the same league. You know, we do rotate. I know, Ryan, you've sort of got you're in League 1 again this year.
Yeah, but I did 2 or 3 rounds for that, so I still don't really know the guys.
2 or 3, so that'll give you a chance to get into that. So yeah, I think it's good. We all get mixed up. So we get to know everybody gets to know us. I think it's great as well. I mean, a little while ago, quite some months ago now, I did ask some of the guys to send me bits of information about themselves, because I don't know about you guys, but I do. Andrew Osler, hi Andrew, how are you? I like to know a bit about the guys, because when we're doing, especially the endurance races, you start struggling for things to talk about. Well, when you know a little bit about the guys, it just gives you that little bit of extra to
makes it a bit easier, doesn't it?
Yeah. So if any of the guys are listening, if you do want to send us any information, make it up. Most of the guys did that sent me through, but it makes us smile, and we can have a bit of a chuckle. Incidentally, you can see the lobby's open, so if anybody wants to dive in, by all means do so, and then get on track. We can only have 16 at a time, obviously.
Yeah, let's have a look at your hot deliveries.
It'd be good if we can have that many people in there, but 16 is the maximum, I think, isn't it, Mark?
Yeah, it'd be nice. And everybody, when I've been doing the chats, I've sort of said to people, does anybody want to change anything? And everybody said we'd like the lobbies to be bigger. I think it would. It'd make, and that I don't do the
promised 20.
Yeah. I mean, I don't do the dailies. I'll probably do one every 6 months, but I've heard a lot of people say on the dailies it'd be better if there was more. You could get more people on track.
Yeah, you can on the dailies. You can get 20. You get in the dailies in each race.
Yeah. So what, Ryan? I know you was asking, what cars have we got going on through the leagues? Then I mean, we've got the BMW Endurance, which I know is League 1.
It's all single models, isn't it? It's all one makes in each league, but a different make. That's interesting. I like that. I like that it's a level playing field, but obviously with us all doing the different leagues, it's still a wealth of different sort of like spread of cars for people to watch and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'd say it's definitely going to make for an interesting season, because it's not going to be about the car, it's going to be about the driver this season.
And then they've got the team aspect running through all 5 leagues, which
I was going to say that.
Fantastic as well. So we're all pulling together. Like I'm in team 1, I believe, which is Lucky Strike.
Yeah, so, that's right. Yes, me and you are in the same team, aren't we?
Yeah. So not only am I scoring points for me, I'm scoring points for the other guys in all the other leagues. That's brilliant stuff.
I think I've already apologised to the rest of the team that you've sort of been lumbered with me. So.
I'm really lucky. I'm with Chuck is fast. He only took part in the last end of the League 3, but
Yeah.
he's a fast
I know
one.
Chuck very
so,
well. Yeah,
Chuck's a fast guy. I mean,
so
I
he's going
think
to be
we've got,
scoring some hella big points in.
yeah, we've
League
got
3, I think.
Bailey as well. He was so close. He was like what do they say, hair's breadth away from winning the League of Champions. He just missed the last race last season. He lost out to Toby, and what a fantastic season the League of Champions had as well.
I mean, what
last
we're
season.
kind of saying is Lucky Strike is going to absolutely own this season.
That's
really
right,
what
yeah.
It all boils down to, I
Yeah,
think.
pointless anybody else really turning up. Well, you can turn up for a practice, I suppose, but with
I'm not saying anything.
Like, in team A, I've got there's Smithy and Callum as well in my team.
Callum is fast. Callum's one of the aliens, isn't he?
Yeah.
This is it. I mean, this season there's going to be like 3 or 4 different tables going on of what's to follow. It's going to be a statistician's dream.
Yeah. Well, Derg has certainly got his. He's certainly got his work cut out. Can I just? Sorry, I just wanted to just say, look, the lobby is open to everybody now. So anybody watching, if you want to jump in, then what's it say? If we had a commentator challenge this season, like calling the race while eating something spicy.
I can't do spicy.
No, I can't do spicy, so that would be really fun.
See who
that
could
was.
do the most shots in one stream. I'll do that.
There's also something else what I haven't mentioned. If I saw right, there's going to be actually trophies given out to the winners of each league as well at the end of this season as well.
I think you're right, John.
If I read it right in the.
I think you're right, and I think it's Mark Eldridge that's one of our sponsors.
Oh, is it some of the old aircon money's getting flashed around? Let's have it.
I think it's Mark Eldridge. I'm not. Don't quote me on that.
I'm not air
It
conditioning straight away.
I'm not 100% sure.
It's Harry Poppins, so
Harry Poppins, yeah. I think it's a fantastic idea, and I have to applaud him for that. It's a bit of an incentive for people to get in there, get a nice little trophy.
Can I just say something? He's already promised me a trophy either way because I'm having some of his air conditioning in my ass. So that's that sorted. Yeah.
Did you get it at discount though? Versus a sponsor.
Well. No, just a trophy is good enough at the end of the season.
As I was saying, just to everybody and anybody listening, if you want to jump in the lobby and have a blast around the track, go for it. If you want to come on to the open chat, again, come in. If you've got any points you want to raise, any questions you want to ask us, you're more than welcome to dive in. If not, do what Callum's doing and just type it and chuck the questions at us that way. That's interesting, isn't it? Doing the comms while eating something spicy.
Probably my wife's normally out.
You would.
Hey.
Well, I say you wouldn't get a lot of comms done, would you? But
exactly.
we could try it like eating a hot chip or something. I suppose that might be as near as I want to get. I've just got to have a swig of drink. Well, I don't know if anybody else is going to join us. It's Alex, if Alex is listening, or Derg. I know Derg said he might try and pop back in again.
It'd be good if we can have some other people come in just to have a bit of a chat and a bit of a catch up. But if not, as you say, you can always get the chat menu that you can put your questions in or your comments in. So,
well, one thing we were talking about which leagues we're covering. I'm actually doing League 4 this
That's the Honda
season.
NSX.
So it's the Honda NSX. That's a good car.
Group
that is.
4, yeah.
That is a good
It's
car.
Nice, isn't it?
I was in that.
It's planted in the corners.
Yeah, I was in that one season. I think when I was teammates with Neil Farmack. So, and we had the NSX. So a fantastic car. But the thing I'm looking forward to the most is in League 4 is where everybody joins. So there's going to be a lot of new guys in there, a new names to me. And that's what I love, getting to know some of the newer drivers and seeing them progress. I will know some of them because of doing the Wednesday commentary. I will know some of them, I'm sure, and there may even be a couple of not old as in age old, but older names in there who have left and come back. So
there's Harry's Poppins in there. I know he's quite fast.
But yeah. I mean, there is some old League One drivers that are in there and really know their stuff. So yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to.
Your point, though, Mark. I do get your point now about new people or new drivers and new names, new people. It's interesting just to have a look at them, see what they're like, see if you can sort of tell how they're going to be over the course of that sort of series or whatever. And yeah, it is good sometimes just to have a catch up with people that you don't know really.
I like the fact you'll know some that are proper strategists. They work things out. Like on is it on a Tuesday? It's either Tuesday or a Wednesday. I can't remember now. But Wadru, prime example to me personally. I think he's fantastic at managing his tyres and fuel.
He's fantastic at everything. He's one of the top aliens. What are you on about?
But he finishes a race and he's always got just a little drop of fuel just to get him over the line.
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, very rarely finishes a race with a full tank. So seeing people like that and trying to learn from them.
And you know what? Considering he doesn't know a lot of them tracks either, he gets straight on there.
Yeah,
and he'll know what I mean by that, and gets on there and gets the fastest laps and wins the races. So
yeah, and I love watching that. Well, we've got C Brown on track in the what is that? Is that the
Scooby?
Subaru, yeah, in the Subaru in the Falcon livery, looking very good. I don't know.
That's my teammate. That's one of my teammates then, because I'm in the Falcon team.
Who's done the livery? Incidentally, in the teams, because I know in our league, Ryan, haven't we? We've all sort of done our own.
Yeah, we've all based it off the was it not you that did the very first one?
No, it was.
I like to call it
Captain Slow. It was Captain Slow.
Yeah, Captain Slow made the template.
Yeah,
and I think we all just followed his sort of lead. But yeah, we made our own ones.
I think it's great. People put a lot of effort into the liveries, and they do some fantastic jobs.
Yeah, Cherry Bomb did all of Teammates liveries.
Cherry Bomb did it.
Yeah, he did all. He did all Teammates liveries because I'm.
He did. Right. He done all of them.
Yeah, he did all the Teammates.
Yeah, and I think for us, I think there was a couple of people in our team that done them. I think Chris Broad might have done one or one set, and then I think I can't remember who it was, someone else done another set of the Falcons. But yeah, there was a couple of people in there that done them. But just going back to your point, Mark, I think anyone and there's a lot of people out there, Alex being one of them, to come with such great liveries at the end of it. I don't know how they do it.
Yeah.
How they have to. I just don't know. I'm so, when I do mine, they're so basic. A bit of paint and that's it for me. Maybe a number stuck on there, but that's it from me. But how they get to what you're seeing at the moment is fantastic.
They do some great job. I mean, talking about the liveries, we do a lot of racing liveries. Why not? We're in racing cars. But what do you think about mixing it up, having like a bit of a free for all, or coming up with a different theme?
Well, we've done it before, haven't we? Where we've had drinks. I think we've done movies. We have come up with some different stuff like that before in the past.
Yeah, the movies was a good one, wasn't it? Oh, there were some fantastic liveries came out of that.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe I don't know. Maybe we can revisit that one day. I mean, I have a go at the liveries. I don't mind doing the liveries. I find it easier to copy one than come up with my own, if that makes sense. Oh, Callum says, if the commentators had to race each other in GT7 using only the in-car view and no heads-up display, who would end up... I missed the best bit, but I think he's saying who'd end up the
gravel trap first.
The winner.
Also, who would win the commentators race?
Who would win
I do that anyway. I'm in VR when I race, so I don't get any information.
Well, there you go.
I like the VR. So
well there's your answer then,
be in the gravel
Ryan.
trap first. Because it happens usually first in our races.
There's your answer, Callum. Ryan would win.
Not win. No, I'll be in the gravel trap first. I think Paul's tidy, isn't he? I've seen him racing. He's.
Well, I'm on pad, but that's about. Yeah, I'm not a rig guy. I'm a pad guy, but.
No, Paul is quick, and I just want to add, and I hope you don't mind me saying so, Paul. For those that don't know this, on Paul's channel, Paul does some fantastic track guides.
I've watched many of them for.
Yeah, and for some of the guys that are struggling with any of the tracks that we race, just hop onto Paul's channel. As I say, he can talk you through it, and Paul don't mess about. He's a quick guy himself, although he won't admit it. He is a quick guy, and he does some brilliant track guides. So yeah, if you're struggling, hop over there and have a look. Now, did I see?
I do always point out, though, just quickly. Sorry, thanks for the plug anyway. But just to say, and I always mention it on there that because I'm not the quickest, it's not about helping you get the quickest lap timers around the tracks. It's more just to give you a bit of an idea of where you've got to go, kind of thing on the track with apexes and braking points and stuff like that. It's not a form of getting you any quicker. Just to point that out.
Well, I think it will get you quicker. I think it will do. But yeah, I get your point. It is. They are fantastic guides. So yeah, definitely worth a watch. Did I see Dirk has popped in?
He's popped into the chats.
All right, boys, how you doing?
Hey, good.
Cheapest question, man. Don't know about that.
Well, no, we were talking earlier about the points and trying to work out all the points throughout 5 leagues now on 5 on a Sunday, and was it?
You've got a task ahead of you, Dirk.
I've everything set up in the background, so it's pretty easy, to be honest. Just enter the result and it does the rest.
So you do the points for every league?
Except for ACC.
Except for ACC, okay, right.
Yeah.
So you don't do any work during the day. All you do is work out points for URL.
As I always say, I'm URL's best paid volunteer worker.
Is there any points you want to raise, Dirk, while you're on?
No, I don't think so.
There's nothing that you ask from people, or?
How will you find the URL, Dirk? Because honestly, how long have you been with the group now?
It must be about a year now coming up. Okay. Not really that long. It was one of my friends got me in that.
Oh, okay. What, into our group or into the game?
He started playing the game, and I didn't even have a PlayStation at the time, and then he was telling me how good Gran Turismo was. And then he joined URL, and I eventually got a PlayStation, and as they say, the rest's history.
That's good to have you, man. And if we didn't have you, it'd be no one else doing the points. So it's all good. It's all good.
Hey, I'm sure there's always somebody else.
Well, I don't think we could quite do it like you do. And some of them spreadsheets you come up with are fantastic. I mean, I like them especially because anybody that watches my replays on a regular basis will know the shorter races. I do like to put the tables up on screen, and the way you do it for me just makes it so easy. It really is just a drag and drop.
I like to always be trying to improve. Anywhere where anybody thinks it can improve, don't be afraid to say, like.
Yeah, well, yeah, we were saying that earlier, weren't we? If that goes for all of us. Anything you want improving, you've only got to shout up.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Talking of liveries, we've got the man himself out on track in his Napa BMW. Now, I'm sure Alex has done all of that himself.
I'm pretty sure he probably did.
Yeah, I was just...
Oh, he is in the chat. Hello.
That's the League One car, isn't it?
His head's the size of 2 after his ones last night.
The ones I'll be covering. Yeah.
Is he in the chat? Is Alex there?
I don't think so. Oh, he is.
Oh, he is. He is. He is. Well, you've sneaked in through the back door. Is
That's what she said.
Oh. What again?
Have you got anything you want to add to the party, Alex? Anything you want to ask or demand or insist upon?
Yeah, everyone has to like and subscribe to the channels.
Oh,
and comment.
That's so selfless. Bless you.
Yeah, I mean the subscriptions and the likes, it really does help us out. So yeah, if anybody's is not, especially the likes. I mean, I don't know for you guys, sometimes you get a bit demoralised. You do a comms, you think actually that went well, and you can see we've had 40 odd views, and then you got 2 likes, and you think, oh, okay, maybe it wasn't that good then. So we don't want we don't want people messaging us every 5 minutes saying what a fantastic job you've done. A simple like is great. I love reading all the comments, and I do get a lot of comments left.
Yeah, me too.
I do like.
Don't take 5 seconds.
The what?
No, it doesn't.
It does not take 5 seconds.
Oh, sorry,
for
no,
someone to like.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't, and it is appreciated. But as I say, keep the comments coming as well, because I do like reading all of the comments.
On the flip side, though, guys, as well, if you don't like it, then you can always put the thumbs down. But it'd be nice to know the reason why you don't like it, if there is anyone who does actually do that. I don't think there is, but if there is anybody who does sort of want to make a comment about how to change something, or if there's something's not quite, you know, should do it this way slightly better or whatever, then yeah, always open to new suggestions.
I'm just looking at the screen and I can see we've got a P White out there and his Napa Porsche. It seems like a Napa practice session today, doesn't it? Is that Mr. Hodge joined us?
I saw Hodgie.
Yeah, I think he did.
Hodgie, yep, it was Hodgie.
Hodgie wants to be part of the YouTube as well.
How are you, Paul?
You alright, Paul?
Oh, Stealth has joined as well.
Oh, you've got translations for this one.
Here comes Kitch.
Hello, Pauline.
Well, while you're on there, Graham's Grahamid, sorry, Grahamid is coming. I always call him Graham. I know he doesn't mind. But so the guys that have popped in, anything you want to bring up, any points you want to raise, any questions you want to ask? Paul, Stealth?
That's that then.
Everything all good in your world?
Yeah.
Anyone want to make any predictions?
Now that'll be an interesting one, won't it? So yeah, come on then. So League of Champions then. Let's start at the top. League of Champions. Who's going to win that?
Barely.
Wacky Racer scored a hell of a lot of points in League 1.
I reckon Billy will be hard to topple.
I do as well.
I think Bailey will be on a mission this season.
The battle will be between his teeth, so it will.
Yeah, good mates as well, you see. So yeah, after just missing out last season, I think Bailey's going to be on a mission this season. What about League One then?
I'd say between Brisbane and Alex.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think Brisbane.
Yeah.
He's up there. I think Alex is definitely going to be up there. Victor's in there as well. Victor's in there. Well, me and you are in there as well, Paul. You can't write us off just yet.
I'm going with Brisbane or Victor.
Oh, okay. I agree. I absolutely agree. League Two then?
Motorstorm Heroes fast. Idle 4 games.
He is actually. I've done the full
Dyson.
series with him. Dyson is another one. They'll be having them fighting up there like they did when I last see them. So I think it'll be Motorstorm and them two, between them two.
Yeah,
definitely.
Correct.
Yeah, I agree.
League Three?
Chuck.
Chuck. Yeah.
I definitely reckon 2 other people could be up there as well. I reckon
Wolves.
Skyjacker and
Souness, isn't it?
Yes, Souness and Skyjacker as well. I think because they were quick in League 4. They literally more or less dominated League 4. So I reckon they could be in the running for the top 4. I reckon this season in League 3.
Well, okay. So
League
Chuck, then what we got?
League unknown, innit?
League 4.
Harry Poppins.
Yeah, Harry Poppins. Well, that's only because we know him.
Yeah, that's it.
And he's getting League 3 at the moment.
Because he was in League 3 with me and he was faster than me, so I thought, why not?
Too fast as well.
Yes, he's back. Too fast.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about you guys. I really can't wait for it to start on Sunday. And you know, I think doing the comms as much as the actual races as well.
Yeah, me too.
Oh God, yeah.
So I'm looking
If
forward
you
to
didn't hear
it.
your name, prove us wrong. That's what we're saying.
Absolutely.
It's
Definitely.
yeah,
That's good to hear because obviously, as you said earlier, it's it does take a lot of our time, like a lot of other things in admin and that. So it's something that we love to do, and we to get that sort of comments and that is good. It is good.
Yeah, definitely.
That's good. Yeah. Bring the whole family round. You can all watch it.
I've heard that quite a bit.
Comment as well.
Absolutely.
I mean, I've heard that quite a few people. The families watch. They put it up on the big screen, and all the family watches, which is really good. Which is really good.
Yeah.
If you've got a decent, TV, it is.
My missus just watches if I do bad. No, to laugh at me.
You know what I would like I think to be honest, I would like for our comms, when we do our comms, because we don't have the time differences, I'd really like GT to think I watched yesterday. I watched the GT, the Nations Cup stuff, and they've got all the information between the cars, and I'm just thinking, they have it on that, why can't we have it on on our replays as well?
Yeah.
Oh man, the spectator mode is so much worse than GT Sport. I don't know how a game advances but loses so much stuff, because on the GT Sport you used to get so much more.
I'll tell you what they haven't done, and I think they should do, and I've said it before to Mark, when we're doing the comms, the one thing it doesn't show are the gaps, the time gaps between the cars.
That's what I was basically
That's what I think.
I think
that's what John
That's
was
the worst thing
on
about VR also.
Yeah.
But that's why you're racing. I mean, just doing the spectator mode is just small things. Like the close-in camera, the GT Sport used to have. It doesn't seem to have that on 7, so you've always got a long view at the cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's we do have to guess at the time difference, and I'm sure the guys are sitting there thinking it wasn't 30 seconds, it was 10 seconds, because we're saying, it's a good 30-second gap there, and he's no, I'm not.
Because when you're racing, it's there, isn't it? When you're actually racing, the times are there. But when you're doing replays or doing anything like that, it's not there, and it's ludicrous. It's silly.
Yeah. But you don't know someone's catching someone on newer tyres or anything like that. You've got to guess.
Yeah.
I do want to.
Matt did say.
Something I do want to very quickly add, if I can, because we should have said it earlier as well, is like doing these comms. We don't actually set out to offend anybody, so if we do, we don't mean it. No, we are only joking.
Oh, man. Calling clashes is one of the worst. I never know. I'll call it just straight away, like, oh my god, so and so's just hit so and so, and then I'm there for the next corner or two saying, I saw it as much as you guys saw. That's just a view that I saw. It's not an official thing. It is tricky. It is tricky. You don't want to sign blame, but it's just in the moment. You see what you see, and you say what you see.
Yeah. If we say Graham ran into the back of Craig, that's you're right, Ryan. That's what we saw. But we're not trying to offend anybody. We don't want to upset anybody. So if we do, we apologise before we get started. And I mean, I think, to be fair, most people will have a laugh with us. I mean, I've come out with some corkers in my time. I think one of them, what was it, John? I said about you, wasn't it, that you were a pubic hair stylist?
Yeah, something like that.
Well,
this is very true.
I think the funny thing was he did actually go and look it up to see if it was a real job. So I don't know. And we got DJ. Well, I said he was a bush trimmer at an old people's home. So you come out with silly things, and all I'm saying is we're not trying to offend anybody. It is just a bit of a laugh.
It is.
That's like Ian with his name.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've actually got that because what I tend to do before the corners is I draw myself a little map of the track and I put the corner names on that I think I can pronounce. And when we did Brands Hatch, Ian sent me a list of corner names, so I had to do a new map, and I've got it here somewhere. And it's Brenda's Beaver and Maureen's Muff and Ian just makes his own thing up because he gets to the point where I can't be arsed with this name thing. I'm just going to call it what I want. So it is just a laugh.
It is, yeah.
So next Sunday then, the format. Let's. It's two. What's the first race? Does anyone know?
50
Fuji.
minutes.
It's an endurance at Fuji.
It's endurance at
And
Fuji.
it's just hard tyres for 2 laps again, is it? There you
No.
go.
No, it's wet.
It is hammering it down.
Oh, we're going to be doing some rowboating.
Yeah, it's weather change. It's going to go from wet to dry.
The Porsche doesn't like corners, though. The Porsche doesn't like corners. What am I going to do?
For anyone who's listening who's Team 6, I'm not there this week. No, I'm only joking.
Well, it's I've tried it and it's very wet and very slippy. So it'll be fun for us. It'll be fun for the comms. I don't know about anybody racing, but
50 minutes of hell.
It'll be definitely.
We're all in the same boat, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done. No,
28. Oh no, it's after 15 minutes leave, then it starts to go.
I might say the pitch until about then.
It depends, because different nights are different weather. With it being equal conditions, it changes every time.
That should be good. I'm really looking forward to it.
It'll be exciting.
And what is it? Did you say, Alex? 28 laps?
Yes.
28 laps. Because endurance races will be converted to laps, won't they? The sprint races are set at 25 minutes.
All of it will be converted.
Oh, even the sprint races?
Yes.
Oh, right, okay.
I just put.
Is there an insight of why we shortened the sprint races this season? Is there a reason, or it's just to change things up?
For you comms, guys, for the uploading.
Okay, yeah, because Paul extended.
I'll put my hand up, Ryan. It was me moaning.
I just wondered. I didn't know if there was some sort of strategy. I didn't know if you'd seen something what people were doing in the strats, and you thought, "Oh, we can sort that out."
One of the main reasons, mate, is that I like to record mine, and then I do a little bit of editing, so I can put like the league tables up and the track guide and little bits like that. Well, when you go over 30-minute races, it just takes forever to edit them and get them uploaded onto YouTube. So I just asked Alex if we could narrow them down a little bit to about 25 minutes. It just makes the editing process a little bit quicker.
I like it. I think 30 minutes didn't feel quite sprintish anyway, so it's nice. I like it. It gets more closer to a sprint sort of like format.
It is a sprint race then, isn't it?
Yeah. I thought 30 minutes did seem some of those 30-minute races in that bloody Mercedes last season felt like they were endurance races.
And to be fair, some of the guys do just like sprint races. They don't want to get involved in strategy. They're not bothered about changing tyres and fuel. They just want to get out there and race. Personally, I like the endurance ones because it brings people down to my level a little bit more. So, with pit stops and things like that.
I love an endurance race. I like the fact you sat there and you're locked in for a long time, but that gives more opportunities for spinning. At least with sprint races, if they're short and sweet, I've got less chance of having an off.
Callum's come up with a good question. Are there any specific tracks this season that we think will be pivotal in the season? And I'm just going to have a quick look down the tracks. We've got Fuji, Dragon Trail Seaside. We've got Watkins Glen, where we're at now. We've got Red Bull Ring. I think that's another wet race.
Last one, yeah.
Forest. We've got Daytona Road Track, St Croix B, Lego Maggiore Reverse, Catalunya National, and the Nordschleife. So, we think
the whole Nordschleife?
24, yeah, the whole of it, yeah, the 24
Well,
hour.
that's going to be the one that's pivotal. Oh, is that the last round though, I suppose? Some of the championships have been done.
I love that track.
It's a beautiful track. It's not many overtaking. Well, when someone's off the road is when you get to overtake.
It's awesome.
I think
Catalonia will be my worst.
Which one?
Catalonia.
Oh, Catalonia, yeah, the national one.
Yeah, Catalonia, yeah, that's not a good one. I mean, Seaside's going to have an effect with the chicane. There's going to be a few things going on in there, I'd imagine, as usual.
Crashes.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that track.
Do you know what?
I'm looking forward to Seaside.
I think plays a big part in it all is missing a race. Now, it don't matter how bad the track is or how bad you are at the track. If you're there, you pick up points. If you're not there, obviously you don't. And if you miss 2 or 3 races, that's pretty much your season done, isn't it?
I agree.
Yeah.
It's the only way I finished mid-championship in the League 3. I like it. Don't
Yeah.
turn up if you're faster than me.
I'm the same in League 2 to 2. I thought I would have been relegated, but with people not being able to race, it allowed me to finish 6th.
Well, it's how I got into League 1.
That stupid tournament got in the way though this summer, isn't it?
Well, I'm hoping we're going to get. I'm hoping we'll get more turning up each week, and getting more fuller lobbies. Because I mean, holiday season's over.
Well, this is it. Yeah, going into the winter, I think.
Yeah, people aren't sort of away as much at weekends now, so hopefully we can get more and more people on track. So, yeah, to answer your question, Callum, I think it's more the more races you attend. That's what's going to have the big impact. And obviously, not going round the track on full red tyres for 3 laps. As,
Who did that then, Mark?
He did. Callum.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's right.
And he actually called it as well, didn't he? He actually called it. He says, my tyres have gone red, but I'm going to keep going. So, fair play to him.
And he still won.
And he still won, yeah, fair play to him.
Yeah, you couldn't do that now, though, with the new dynamic, so...
Talking of one of the future champions, we've got Bailey on track, showing us how it's all done.
Yeah, and a nice lucky strike.
Yeah.
Is there a Minecraft sponsor because I found a Mercedes that was... I couldn't find any of the Mercs to put on a car if I was going to go out, and I found this awesome Minecraft one that was part of URL, but...
It might be one of these
sponsor.
Might be one of these things once.
Smokey had done it for us for the Wednesday season, but then it was real world liveries.
No, right, it's damn fine. Damn fine.
Back to one of our themed ones again, isn't it? Where we had a lot of the movies and everything else. I think that was what that was to do with.
No, unfortunately not. And I say we're trying to get Fanatec and people like that on our side as well, so we can they can start sending some rigs my way.
And are they still in business?
I've already asked that. Right, let's see if we can find somebody else. There we go. Who's that? There's Dirk. It's definitely a Napa training session today, isn't it?
I think it is, don't you think?
Yeah. I think what you should do is get all of you guys to line up.
Yeah, let's have a Napa race.
Oh yeah, do a 1 lap race. Let's get them in. Oh, are they all in group 3?
Well, we'll all do a commentary for it, shall we?
Nah, but too fair to
That
Alex.
was. Can I just say well done to Alex for his win yesterday. Well, 2 wins yesterday. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well done.
Say no, he'll not be able to get his head out of the room.
Well, you did all right. You did all right yourself as well, Dirk.
As I says last night, it was only lent to him.
Actually, it was just luck that he won twice last night.
No, not luck.
It was me, Ivan. I lent my console to Bailey.
Who else we got out there? Let's have a look. Oh, there's Alex parked up. There's Bailey. Greg's still out there. Niggle's joined us in another Marlborough BM.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
So he's with Hodgie. Was it you, Paul, at the other Marlborough? We were saying earlier about the livery, how fantastic some of these cars are looking. They do.
Well, Paul won't be in the Marlborough.
Who else
I
we
think
got?
Paul's in another.
Is Paul in the Marlborough? He is, isn't he?
don't believe Paul's in the Marlborough because Nigel and Hodgie is.
No,
And they're in the same
What,
league.
Paul? He said Fanatec. I'm not Fanatec.
Yeah, I'm in the Falcon. Yeah, I'm in Falcon. But you were talking about Hodgie, weren't you?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah. Not, not Paul.
It's
Paul.
Is the what's the bit? As in, not Paul.
The other
Paul.
Not Paul. Paul. I'm talking about Paul.
BMW, has anyone tried out the BMW Group 3? It's always been known for the back end to be a bit slippy, is it?
Alex has tried it out this last 4 seasons.
Alex is a favourite car, that is.
Brilliant car.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
absolutely
Alex's
amazing.
favourite car. He's in League One, so guess what? Everybody in League One's driving.
Hey, everyone voted.
Second season in a row.
He said it was a vote, but I don't know. They can be fixed.
To be fair, it's okay. It was all right.
League 3 must have been the longest one to vote for a car, wasn't it? I was waiting to do a bloody livery, and it was like 5-5 for the longest of times. I changed my vote just to try and get the Porsches edging over.
Just to pick a car.
Just to get a car sorted. It was unbelievable.
I had to sort that out.
You had to call it. You had to say, come
I
on.
think it was a wee bit of a translation thing, just.
Yeah. With Souness, he's Netherlands, I believe.
Hungarian, I think.
Is he Hungarian?
Yeah.
I think he's, is he Toten's? One of Toten's
Yeah.
buddies? Or 210?
Jackson's friend.
Or Totten?
Toucan.
Toucan. He got called all sorts, didn't he?
Yeah.
He's good though. It's good that we're international as well. I love it. I love that. This whole group is something else, ain't it? Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. And with the meetups as well, which is still to be finalised, isn't it, for next year? But last year, really enjoyed that. I was only there for the day at Alton Park, but it was a proper laugh, and it's great to see everybody as well.
Definitely.
I don't know whether you get many other groups that meet up like that, but
I was just a walking scab on the Sunday.
I think me and Stealth just stood under the tree comparing injuries and illnesses.
I think we did, mate. It must be
So you got bad foot? Yeah, I got bad foot. What about your elbow? Yeah, mine hurt. Oh, how's your back? Oh, it's sore, mate. Yeah, mine too. So,
Oh, Dirk was getting burnt.
a couple of old age pensioners.
Right. Jeez.
Perhaps we ought to.
I'm going to say I'm going to end this the broadcast. I can keep the lobby open. That's not a problem. But I'm just going to end the broadcast. Thanks for everybody for listening and for joining in. We're going to keep this going. The lobby will still be open. So if anybody wants to join the lobby, by all means, jump in and we'll have a blast around the track. But for now, it's me and all the other comms guys signing off, and we shall catch you all next week for race 1.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Cheers, man. Cheers. Get your sign up to
Cheers, boys.
URL.
Absolutely.